Yes. Welcome back to Chat Space, live here on Coastal Radio, where we do chat with a purpose. Yes, and of course, if you want to join in this conversation, because I got a few text messages asking for how to join in or to contribute tonight, you can go on our mobile app on the top right-hand corner. There's a WhatsApp number there. You can WhatsApp or send a voice note or whatever. So on our mobile app, top right corner, just WhatsApp if you want to join in this conversation, because I can tell you right now it's gonna be very educating and very motivating and of course inspiring. And of course tonight I'm so thrilled and I'm so humbled. I'm sat right in front an entrepreneur, a CEO. I've got I don't even know where to start. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to introduce my guest tonight, and I'm so humbled because she gave me the honors of introducing him. Yes, and that's what CEOs do. They lead from behind. Yes, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I've got Jennifer Orode in the studio tonight, and of course, she's a business growth coach. She's a serial entrepreneur. Did you hear that? Serial entrepreneur. She's an author, a renowned speaker, and a US certified CS trainer. Yes, a trained business development and finance expert with experience managing fixed income trades, business development, and sales. Ladies and gentlemen, oh yes, the lady sat right in front of me. She holds an MBA from Coventry University, of course, here in the United Kingdom, and has been nominated by several international universities for doctorate awards. I need to be careful when I'm talking to her because the education is plenty. But yes, I'm so to be sat right in front of her. Yes, she's a member of the Forbes Business Council, featured countlessly on Forbes articles, and a member of the Chartered Management Institute, CMI, United Kingdom. The maths are there, the English is there, the classes and everything is inclusive. Yes, and of course she's the face of Index, the Nigerian Customer Service Index, and a recognized fellow of the West African Association of Customer Service Professionals. As I'm sat in front of her, I need to manage my customer service behavior because I might be sacked, but obviously she is a dynamic founder of two innovative companies, Ingenium Concepts Limited in Nigeria and the United States, and Astute up in the United Kingdom. And ladies and gentlemen, you'll be glad to know her philosophy is summoned up in the acronym GIVE, GIVE, and yes, that will let you in. Jennifer.
Hi. Hi, Julie. Nice to be here, and thank you for having me. Yes, GIVE. So GIVE is, you can't separate Jennifer and GIVE, all right? You can't separate Jennifer from GIVE. This is something that has driven me for a very long time, and it's everything that I do, and my result is in that philosophy. So GIVE, the G there represents growth. So whatever I do, something has to shift. And then the R is innovation and impact. There has to be new ways of getting things done. I get very bored quickly, so I'm always researching what is the next best thing that needs to happen. And then we have V for value. I must add something to wherever I find myself, whatever project I'm handling. And the E is excellence. How do I get things done? It has to be one way only, done right. So I don't want to do something and someone is making amends around what I have done. So research is very important for me, and delivery, perfect delivery, so going above all expectation is what I stand for. So GIVE has always been there and it drives me in everything that I do. So if there is not going to be growth in what I'm going to do, because that's how I evaluate projects. Before I would take this up, I'll ask myself, am I able to give in this project? So will there be growth? Will there be impact? Will there be value? Will I do it excellently? Then I'll accept it. Else, I'll walk away.
You know, I think I'm gonna adopt that. Yeah, are we allowed to copycat? Or is it plagiarism?
If it can work for you.
I'm loving that philosophy. I think it's very impacting, and it's very useful and very inspiring. And of course, with that philosophy, that I just wanna enter what you do, enter your mind, and I'm just inquisitive. What has shaped the work you do with? Of course, you're very big on SMEs, the small and medium-sized enterprise. So, what has actually shaped you to do with SMEs?
So I think for me, it's about. I mean, it's just very painful seeing how businesses with so much potential don't make it to the very scale they intend, or every founder has intended for it. And this is the pain that I carried it for a long time. And when it was time for me to be out there to see how many SMEs I can actually help, that did the thing for me. So where did the brand, why did I venture into this? I mean, I started with my entrepreneurship with forging ahead the career path that I chose. But then again, I realized that I could be more to people out there. And when I started mine, I realized another part of me, which is my very foundation, is in customer service.
Right.
So in my brand, I don't market. And then I have customers that I haven't seen. The business is over 10 years now. There are customers that have been with me 8 years plus. I haven't seen them. And I don't do marketing. But I'm still in business 10 years and still counting. That should say something. And this is the message I'm bringing to every SME out there. Business is not about you. It's about the customer. If you want to take out the pain and the struggle in your business, you need to focus on the customer. Who am I serving? And if you can define who you were serving, not the noise, who you were serving. If you understand who you were serving, you know how to serve them, and you remain in business. However, there are systems again.
Amazing. And I'm just a bit curious. Why SMEs though?
So, I want to live a good life. You see, the baby girl's life. Oh yes,
Of course.
I want to live the.
I love that.
I want to live a good. I want to live a good life, and I
Yes.
just said to myself, in what way can I be this? I mean, there is no. I can remember in my days of being seeking for job, putting my CVs out there. I used to go for interviews, and I was saying, every time they ask me, so what do you expect as a pay? Right, I say to the interviewer, you can't pay me as much as I work. So tell me what you have budgeted for this role. Because really you can't pay me. There's no amount you offer me that would compensate for how I work. And so that's the same thing. I want to live a life that is very collective and collaborative in my soft life, baby girl life. And I said to myself, entrepreneurship is the only thing that can do that. But I can't even do that alone. For the kind of life that I want to live, everyone needs to be able to do well. Because someone said, if people around you in your circle are well settled, you have less hassle. So I wanted that. Now, in the entrepreneurial space, I don't expect that one brand should do better than the other.
That's right.
Brands should collaborate and be better, all for the benefit of the economy. And if the economy is good, everyone gets to enjoy. GDP is good, and there's employment, businesses are doing well. You have graduates fully employed. And that means that will be less issues around insecurities and whatnot we have in the society. So living a big life or a very soft life means that I can't be worried or looking over my shoulders of what's happening in the society, because society is now looking after me. So that's really the drive why SME seem to be it. But it doesn't even end there.
Amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a pen and a notebook where you are, because there's some nuggets that are going to be dropped tonight. And if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a CEO or you're a business owner, please just grab a pen and piece of paper and just write down the nuggets, because you know what? They're coming right your way tonight. And yes, Jenny, you're building Astute, the app called Astute. Did I pronounce that right?
Yes, Astute.
All right. So within obviously the UK business ecosystem. So what gap did you notice? What made you do that?
So Astute is here to serve the UK economy.
Right.
And this is the breakthrough that the investment world is looking for. And of course, in the investment world, we have both the deal originators, we have the phone seekers, which are the SMEs, and then we have the investors looking for opportunity, the right ventures to put in their resources and grow wealth. This is the bridge that the UK investment world need at the moment, because what I found that is from the research that we did, there is a huge gap, right? And resources are being wasted, and I hate to be wasteful, and I hate to see resources not put to good use. Now, the gap that we found was there is everyone, an investor, for instance, there is no one platform that is an aggregation platform for the connecting the world of business, connecting the world of investment, and connecting the world of growing wealth. The investors have to be on a lot of numerous platforms to be able to see opportunity.
That's right.
And time and opportunity work together. So the moment I am looking for what platform has the best opportunity for me, I have lost opportunities at that point. So for Astute, and I thought, okay, let's bring everyone together. Why can't I pay one subscription, and that brings me the right investor into an SME business, and a deal originator can also leverage the platform to bring their deals together. So I want to raise funding, come to Astute. I am looking for funds to scale my business, come to Astute. I am an investor, and I'm looking to latch into opportunities, good ventures with good solutions that can scale and grow wealth for me, come to Astute. So that aggregation platform is the missing point, and that's what Astute stands for.
Do you know what I've liked? You know what you just said, that time and opportunity work together, and this is what the app is doing. And I hope people are listening, because that's really an eye opener, because sometimes we do so many things in different places, but if this is a platform that is going to bring everyone, all businesses together, opportunities in one place, that's an amazing job you've done. Well done on that.
Thank you.
And of course, we talk about brand visibility. Everyone is like talking about brand visibility. You know, I think this is beyond marketing. Yeah, if you agree with me. So what does that actually mean? Because people interpret it differently, but in your expertise, what does that actually mean?
Brand visibility. So I did a content a few days ago, and I said, stop dancing on the internet. It's distracting. Brand visibility is not marketing. It is not a marketing activity. It is a business decision. You can't get visible with your marketing.
It's not marketing.
It's not marketing. It's not an activity that you have to do.
Isn't it though that people do brand visibility for marketing purposes?
So the thing is, we tend to put both as same on the same pedestal. It is not. They are two distinct things. Marketing just pushes your brand out there, right? It reveals you, announces you to the world. But again, it doesn't make you visible. It is not a marketing activity. It is a decision. It has to be an intention of where the organization wants to be. So it is strategic, and that has to be the decision made by the management of that organization to say, we understand brand visibility and we want this brand to be visible. So who do you want? So marketing can only get, I say to someone, if you have financial partners in your business, your bankers, for instance, by the way, banks, you have to be the financial partner of that business, of that SME. If they are not taking your business, helping you grow your business, then you don't have a financial partner. Change your bank. They must support you every step of the way. All right. So making a decision of who you work with as a brand, that in itself, it is not marketing. It's you being very decisive of where, because you know where you're headed.
Do you know what you're saying though? You know, I'm just trying to comprehend that. You know, you said brand visibility is a decision and it's strategic. You know, we I think we miss that, and then we end up looking at marketing, which we shouldn't.
So often than not, a lot of SMEs, and myself inclusive before I learned, all right, we tend to put all our attention on marketing. Run that advert, put that
social
post,
ads,
create the content, dance on the internet. Who is on TikTok? What's happening on TikTok? What are the metrics saying? Right. Oh, the algorithm is not in your favor. Algorithm is another story. Right. And then you do all of that and you find that, conversion metrics are looking very low. You are not getting as much, but you're pumping money into adverts. And you're saying advertising is expensive. And you know what? You know what is driving your marketing cost? It is lack of visibility.
Wow.
When you have that, it pushes your marketing cost higher. Marketing becomes expensive when visibility is not in question.
So if right, okay. So if visibility isn't just about social media, adverts, and all this marketing. So what are the pillars of real visibility in your own perception?
So in business, marketing will push your brand. But what visibility does is building the business behind the brand. That's visibility.
Do you know, I always thought it the other way though.
No. Building the business behind the brand. Marketing takes your brand out there. Then when they come, the business you a decision to build behind that brand, that's your visibility. I say this again.
Yeah.
The business you build behind your brand is your brand visibility. So what that means is brand visibility is systemic.
It's strategic,
structure, and it's credibility. That's not marketing. Marketing is perception. It's different. And the moment we sit down and take a turn and focus on what's most important, we start seeing the turnaround in our business. So because my foundation is really about customer service and everything I do is around the customer, and I had to put out an article. So my first book that I wrote, I put it out on Forbes, and I said businesses are off the customer and we must build for the customer. You have sent your content out there to do the marketing for you. The customers are going to come. What business have you built behind the message that they would come in contact with? How can you make that consistent? No matter how visible, no matter how loud you are on the internet, you would still wonder, why, as popular as that brand, why can't they get funding? Why is it that their annual turnovers, why is the audited looking this way? It's not about marketing. You see, often or not, if you take about 10 brands, the audited account, now you see the cost of marketing is almost the highest. Don't get me wrong. Marketing is important. But again, how do you even market? So when you don't have, market visibility can sustain that business.
Right.
But you see, marketing alone can't sustain your business.
But visibility
can. Now, take for instance, you start a business and you have just click of friends around you, very close. You don't want to really expand. You're just within that circle. And you said, okay, this is the circle I want to serve. I don't want to go beyond this. Would you remain in business? Yes. Without getting more people into that business? Yes, you would. All right. So you see, marketing cannot fix the gap the business has, the visibility gap a business has. Your marketing can't fix that. So it then means that marketing will require a systemic brand, a systemic business behind the brand to function well, to convert well. This concept is very broad, and I hope that a whole lot of SMEs are listening and looking at it critically.
Yeah.
Brand visibility is systemic, it's strategic, it is structural, and it is credibility. This is what investors are looking for.
Funders.
When they come to your, and this is the thing. Sometimes when I listen to the Dragons, and someone is pitching, I just go, "You're not gonna get it." It's not about your pitch deck. It is not even about your MVP. Julie, I'm not sure we're going to close today.
No.
It's not about your MVP.
Yeah.
It's about an MVP equating another MVP. What is your momentum? So your first MVP is your minimum viable product. That's okay. But that's not what they're looking for. They're looking for what is the momentum you have. So you have tested your MVP now.
Yes.
What is the resultant impact of that? It is the next MVP. So you will see the momentum of your value propensity. What is the force of demand in that market? So
it's not always about your pitch. It's not always about your projection. And
it is not about your pitch. Even when you get a yes, you scale through. Your pitch was so good, you were really convincing, and you get a yes from the dragons. That yes can turn to a no. And this is why we say, without visibility, money cannot say yes or no to that brand. So a yes can actually become a no once they get into the system and your business, and they are now auditing the business you have built behind the brand you are projecting. Is it systemic? Is there a structure? And is it strategic? That is the building block they want to commit their resources into to ensure that there's going to be a return on their investment. Once you don't have that, they go in, then they lift the veil and they see you don't have this. A yes becomes a no.
So what is that most common mistake that SMEs make when they think, oh, they're being visible? What for an SME listening out there, what is it that maybe one or two major mistakes that they make, that maybe they think, oh, now we're being visible, but they're actually building trust or revenue?
So the first mistake is activity doesn't mean visibility. Activity is not visibility, right? And the fact that your social media is buzzing and you have a lot of likes and a lot of following, it doesn't mean that brand is going to sustain. Right? A lot of brands are on the net, they are on the map, but they are not visible on the map. They are on the map. So for instance, every business, if you go out there, Google My Business, you find their information. They're actually on there, but they are not accommodated there. Now, this is the pain. So brand visibility, building a system, there are about 5 stacks. All right. Everyone knows about Google My Business, but they really do not know the import of building my business, and that's for business credibility. For them, they think this is how customers get to find me. That's not what it does for your brand. The business you should build is how that tool help you to build credibility with the trade partners you are looking for, with the customers, and with the investors. So once you don't leverage your tools properly, you are not building intentionally. Like I said, brand visibility is a decision. You have to decide that I want this brand to be visible to the right people, the investors, the partners, and the right customers. If you take that to GMP, for instance, Google My Business, for instance, what does that do? Aside bringing customers to you, it should also give Google, the owner of the platform, the trust to say this brand should rank. So often than not, you find SMEs, founders, they just put that there as, okay, they will find me, my phone number is there, my website is there, customers will find me. No, that's not what it should be doing for you.
Wow.
It should actually help you build your brand credibility, and that's visibility. Now, what that means is, aside your SEOs are good. I'm not even saying that. SEOs are good, but that doesn't make you rank. What would make you rank is what customers who you're marketing has attracted to your business. They've drawn attention to you. What are they saying? Because Google is not right there where you're doing the trade. So Google want to find out. They're very curious. This is my platform. My platform has integrity. So if I want to keep you ranking on the first page, I need to know what people were saying. So when you have your Google My Business set up and your customers are not giving a review and they can see the review, so how are you being measured?
Yeah, that's right. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know what? I could just stay here and listen all night, but we're just going to take a minute break and we're just going to come back in just 1 minute. I hope you're taking notes. I hope you're listening in, and I hope you are learning something from this. I'll be right back. Yes. Welcome back Welcome back to Chat Space, and of course here on Koso Radio, where we do chat with a purpose. And of course, I always chat with a purpose. That's why I came in with a bang and a laughter, because yes, it's actually very interesting in here. And I hope where you are actually picking one or two nuggets from this insightful conversation. I just want to say a quick recovery to Naomi, who's struggling with cold and cough and whatever I don't know where you got that from, but yeah, from all of us here on Koso Radio, we're just saying quick recovery, and thanks for tuning in and being a massive support. Yes, so we are back with Jennifer. We left it, but we're back. I think I'm interested in asking you, why are so many SMEs struggling to access grants?
So first, I said before we went on break that businesses are of the customer, and we need to build for the customer. So you have to ask yourself, whose business did I find, and have you built for that customer? The reason they don't get grant, and I'll be very direct, is structural, over and above the solution that they bring to the society. Often than not, most founders would think that by the time I give my document and the pitch deck is well done to a very renowned consultant, and they prepare all of that, and you present that alone would be able to grant you what you're looking for. But pitch deck is dead. It's absolutely dead.
That's interesting.
Right. A whole lot of investors, and see, the world is getting very innovative in every respect, and even the government. Before that, governments would just, we have all 10 documents. Okay, that doesn't happen that way anymore.
So what do they look beyond the pitch deck?
So your business structure, and I say once the foundation is shaken, the foundation is not strong enough, everything you put on it is going to collapse. Even the grant you're seeking is going to collapse. So your foundation first is, we find out a lot of SMEs, even the fact that you're registering a business, they don't see it as very important. Is your business registered? Are you listening to me? Is your business even registered? All right. And what sort of structure do you have? All right. Some people sole proprietorship is okay, but if you really want to be in serious business, then you need to look at your legal structure, your business legal structure, and fix that. So the foundation of the business is one thing, and then you move from that to the structure of the business. Now, every investor, whether it's a grant or it's a crowdfunding, they need to know that there is a structure in place to that the funding, these resources would ride on, take a transformation to someone, and then return back with interest, return back with something viable. But if we don't have that, if that business lacks all of that, lacks the right structure, lacks the right foundation, there is no investment you bring it, because the investor already know, if I put that there, it's going to go away. I'm not going to get anything back.
Yeah. So when you talk about structure and how the structure has actually to be very grounded, so would you, for the sake of SMEs listening, and would you give us an example of a real example of how improving structure and systems can transform a business, maybe in a minute or two?
Okay, so if you look at take for instance your bookkeeping.
Yeah.
SMEs don't keep record. They see that as somebody's role, and it's not important to the business. It's a very pivotal thing. Data at this point is very pivotal to a business growth. So if you are one who doesn't keep your record, then you are playing a very dangerous game. So record keeping is one of the structure you need to properly have. All right. Be very intentional about every data that goes into the business. Another thing is sort of system and structures you to have in place is your tools. What are your business tools? For instance, as simple as a CRM, there are a lot of CRMs out there. Now, everyone thinks that CRM is just to send emails and keep contact. No, it does more than that. It is the warehouse that's your data sport for some businesses. It could be more than that. You have cloud services and all of that. Very techy. We are not going into all of that. But you see, having something like a CRM, having your what's it called? Your bookkeeping intact.
Yes.
These are very important. Now, take for instance, if you are and separating the business again, the right culture and the right mindset approaching the business, for instance, also very important. There are some SME who are very, very into commingling. So you don't separate yourself from the business. The business is a different entity. It is not for you. It is the customer's business. We don't own. We are just custodian of that business. We are not the owners of the business as entrepreneurs. We are just custodian. We found someone's business. It was existing before you came and you found it. And you say you have a solution. All right. So if you have the mindset to say, this is a different entity, I need to be accountable to that business. I need to keep every record that comes in and goes out. I need to keep every data, and you have a proper system for that. That's you being very strategic and being very structured. And when the banks, for instance, if you go to a bank and you're looking for credit, a lot of us can't even get credit from banks.
That's
because
right.
we're terrible. With our bookkeeping, we don't have good money management system in place, and because of that, we can't even get a simple credit. And you want to get a grant or get investors into your business? How does that even work?
That's true.
So the bank would do their research and then look at how have you been prudent with your money management, have you prudent with expenses, with inflows and outflows, and they can't seem to see a registered pattern. Then it becomes very questionable if they should give you their grants.
So, and I know we're running out of time. It's always, time is never on my side every Friday here. But, just kind of, and I know you mentioned this already, but for somebody, for an entrepreneur or an SME listening, just in a nutshell, 3 steps that they can take this week to be truly visible beyond marketing.
All right. Look into your internal structure. Who do you have? First and foremost, I will always say that a major part of your business structure is your employees. Who have you onboarded to be on this journey with you? The journey of an employer and employee is that of partnership. What value is that employer bringing to you, the employee, and what value are you bringing to that business as an employee? All right. If we have that properly aligned, that's one major part of the structure or your business structure that is good. All right. And then next, you want to look at what is the culture. Remember, we said visibility is about the business you build behind the brand. All of this contribute to what you're building. You're asking yourself, what culture do I want to uphold? And again, we can't give from what we don't have.
That's right.
Again, your core values of that business is not what you put on your website or what you put on your company profile. It has to be a way of life in that business. So in my
it's not about the core values.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That has a role to play in the business. It shapes everything we do, even the business culture and this visibility we're talking about. So visibility is a whole lot, and that's why I call it is a systemic approach. It has to be a decision and it's something you have to be intentional about. It infuses everything and it is the binding force. And this is why it builds the business behind the brand.
Interesting. I don't know what to say to you, but I mean, I think we should have you more and more. So I know that you're having something coming up in Birmingham on the 4th of February.
Oh, yeah.
What is that, and who can come? Can I come?
Absolutely.
I'm not visible enough.
I'd love to have you around. So yes, we're having the Birmingham Business Branch. This is an event that we thought to bring all SMEs together. I mean, those who are here in Manchester, you were all invited to join virtually, or if you can all the way to Birmingham, we'd like to have you. So it's about talking about still on the business visibility, brand visibility. Now, the function of that event is be findable to being fundable. That's the whole essence. That's what we'll be breaking down at that event.
Just say that again.
Be findable to being fundable. So we want to build your brand visibility. We want you to understand it, know how to build it today for fundability tomorrow. So
and is that a day event?
Yes, so it's a day event. It's for 10 a.m. actually. But registration start at 9:30, and then to run up for 2 hours plus. But usually we spend more than 2 hours.
Yes,
because we'll have everyone at the event. Investors are actually at every of our events, right? And we have people from all walks of life and industry, the banks, the brokers, the trading houses, everyone is actually at that event. And I would want to really see a lot of people from Manchester being in there.
And is it a free event, or do we
absolutely
pay free. Or
absolutely free? Brand visibility is something that we should drive into the business ecosystem. There's just so many match and misalignment with marketing, and is why the cost of marketing keeps going up and is always expensive. I say something real quick.
Yeah.
So there's this pain around advertising, and we know now the days of Meta and Google digital marketing. You have a digital marketer, and all you hear, they say, "Oh, the algorithm was not in my favor."
Yes.
And I tell you something, it's not about the algorithm. We all, as business people, we have created a monster called algorithm, myself inclusive. So because I'm always pained about the customer, every time an SME is in front of me and they're telling me on my business clinic days, and they're telling me about their problems, and I keep saying, and I keep hearing algorithm, and I'm saying, what is this algorithm even? So I had to do a 120 days research into Meta and into Google, and I found out that there is nothing as terrible as the algorithm we keep crying about. It is
Right.
us.
Okay.
It is us business people. I think that's a story for another day.
That's the story for now. Listen, I just want to know more, but of course, time is never on our side, and I think we should have you back here. Just in a minute or two, what is it that you can leave with those SMEs that are glued to Koso Radio tonight? What is it, one or two things that you can leave with them tonight?
So I would really like that they take the clarity of their message really seriously. Be clear of who you are and who you represent as that brand. Be very clear about that, and be very intentional about the people that you are serving. All right, everything revolves around them. Don't lose them. Have a culture where the customer is first. Customer service is still one gold mine that we can harvest as business people. So don't take that for granted. I mean, in this environment, it's a bit okay, but hey, there's a whole lot more that still has to be done. So be clear about your message, right? Chase the dream. Let everyone in the organization understand the vision and where the brand is headed, and treat the people you are serving with all reverence, and you will stay in business.
Amazing. Thank you so very, very, very much. And I mean, I can't have you all day, all night. Okay, so before we go, we've got a text message from Naomi. Yes, thank you so much for texting in. She says, "Thank you so much for the speedy recovery wishes, Kasoro family. This has by far been my favorite episode. What an amazing conversation. She definitely needs to come back more often. I ended up with 4 pages of notes. One of my absolute favorite chat space conversations. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Thank you so much, Naomi. Thank you for tuning in. And ladies and gentlemen, we just have to end it here. Unfortunately, time is not on our side. Social media handles for you.
Is at astuteapp.io on Instagram and also on LinkedIn as well.
If you can just spell it out, maybe people might know.
astuapp.io. astuteapp.io.
If you take it slow for me, that I struggle. Please.
astuteapp.io. astuteapp.io, and our website is also just www.astuteapp.io. And for anyone who probably want to be at the event, they can send us a DM. I think the phone numbers are out there, and on our platform they can get to see the advert for the event and how to be part of the event.
And anyone who wants to be part of the event, like Jennifer said, if you are struggling to find the details, please, Koso Radio is here. You know my handles. You can always reach out, and I can always direct you to Jennifer. You don't want to miss this event in Birmingham. Whatever it takes you to be there. If you're an SME and you want your business to not just be marketable or visible, you want it to be findable. Findable. The English is too much. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna have to go. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's your girl, as always, Julie, every Friday here on Koso Radio. Where we did chat with the papas. Do have a lovely weekend, and we catch up again next week on Friday.
After we had, it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot because first, if I talk on branding alone, not about that. So I tell you something very interesting about Forbes. How did I get into Forbes? I got into Forbes even while I was not ready. Like, So to get in, you have to be invited. And when you're invited from someone within, there is a process. They check all your business in and out, structure everything. They're very meticulous about people who get in there. And when I saw the list of the required things I need to meet, I said to myself, how am I going to do this? And then someone has already invited me. So what I did was, I said, okay, what I have is enough. I always say what I have is enough at the stage I am. And so I brought out everything that I thought I have been able to put together as a business, and I've grown as a business behind the brand engineer. And I just gave them what I gave. I didn't follow the requirement list. I just gave them what I had. And that was it. That was it.
Interesting. Video when
Oh yeah. We had to,